everybody, how's it going? Welcome to today's installment of Mike's Vehicle Vlogs. I want to thank you for joining me today, as today we have my brother's 2016 Ford Fusion SE, and it's got some issues with the sync system. I can't guarantee that we're going to find the remedy today, or maybe we will, I don't know. I, however, do think the module's bad. Now, we're going to do a couple of things with this to try to see if we can get it to work properly. But I honestly think the APPAREL, which is, I think, it's been a while since I used to work at Ford, but I haven't actually heard that term in a while. Auxiliary Protocol Interface Module, I think is what that means. But that is the module that is responsible for sync, Bluetooth, the USB, media. So all of that stuff runs through that APPAREL module, and I think the APPAREL is at fault here. This is something that's been gradually getting worse over the course of like a year, and it is finally at the point where it is not functioning at all. Nothing appears to be connecting or playing or charging or nothing. So we're going to try to do a couple of reset procedures, and if those don't work, I'm going straight for the APPAREL. So we're going to tear the console apart to locate the APPAREL. I want to see if maybe all the connectors are plugged in, maybe something popped out, I don't know. But if that's not also going to work, I'm going to try to remove the APPAREL, get the part number and stuff, and then we may go on a hunt to one of the local junkyards here. They have one Fusion of this generation on their website. And if the APPAREL is there, we're going to try to remove it, see if the part number matches, or if they look the same. I don't know. But again, this is a very tricky thing because I've seen, or I've read, I should say, a lot of other remedies of people who have the same issue. They've been able to buy a used APPAREL, plug it in, and it works just fine. In other cases, they buy an APPAREL, a used APPAREL, plug it in, and it doesn't work because it has to be programmed to the car. So like I said, it's like a 50-50 just based on what I've read. I don't know if we're going to get that far today. It's not even noon yet, and it's already like 85 degrees, and they're calling for some severe storms later on. So I don't know how far we're really going to get into this today. But let's get in right now. I will show you guys what is going on with it. We do have the Autel out, so I'm going to try to see if there's any codes in the APPAREL module. The last time I did try to scan this for him, and like I said, it was about a year ago when it was intermittently acting up. It didn't have any codes or anything, so there's a chance it may not show codes. I don't know, but we do know for a fact that it is not working, and we need to figure out, or at least try to figure out, why it's not working. So we'll start here. We'll see if there happens to be anything code-wise with the APPAREL, and if not, then we'll go on to our reset procedures and see if those work, and if not, then we start taking things apart. Okay, so I know the lighting is bad, my apologies. Let's turn all this stuff off. Now, oh, that's weird. Alright, well, this thing seems to be acting weird. As you can see on the screen, it says no active sync source. I don't think I've ever seen that before. There it goes. Weird. No active sync source. Usually, If it's Bluetooth, it usually will just say no Bluetooth device. It stays on there, but then it says no active sync source. I don't think mine's ever done that. And then once we get through this code thing, depending on what this says, obviously I will demonstrate what our issues are. The radio itself, it works. So like we still have a radio. I think the CD player works. I don't know if I just hit eject and this thing came up. That's weird. Yeah, he's got no disc in the drive. But anyway, so if we go back to media, that's where our issue lies. Yeah, this can take a while. There we go. Auto scan. So yeah, like the rest of the audio system appears to be working. I'm pretty sure the APPAREL shows up on this list. There's the audio control module. There it is, APPAREL. One fault. There we go. So it actually has a code in it this time. Sweet. So that could help us. The last time I did this, like I said, it was about a year ago when he first mentioned that it was acting weird. It didn't have anything, but I think it was because it was intermittently failing. And now, for months now, it's been like 3 months, everything that he has been trying to use with sync has not been working. So I'm glad to see that we finally have a code. Maybe that can help us determine what's going on. Alright, so that's the only module that has a fault. So here we go. Read codes. Yeah, Ford does a weird thing sometimes when you have a scan tool hooked up. It's probably going to start flashing things, and that's all it says. U3000. So a U code beginning with a U is a, I believe it's a communication code. It just says control module. It doesn't tell me anything about it. System internal failures. Fault is currently present. Internal. It probably needs an APPAREL. that is probably what we are looking at here. So yeah, U3000 04 2B. It's just coming up with this anyway. Failure type 04. System internal failures. Status 2B, which means it is current. It's probably gonna need an APPAREL. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that live data was available for this. I guess we could try to use this now while we demonstrate. So obviously the first thing given is the Bluetooth issue. So I'm gonna get my phone set up here so that way we can do try to do some Bluetooth connectivity here. And as you can see, my phone is, looking for other pairs. Pay no attention to the sync that's already here, because that is for my wife's car, the Fiesta, which is not here at the moment. So you see that sync, do not confuse it with what we're trying to pair now. But you can see where the phone is looking for devices, and we want to connect a device. So usually you would go through here, sync media. You want to go to media settings. No, I lied. System settings, my bad. Alright, Bluetooth devices. We want to add a Bluetooth device, but it says Bluetooth is off. So if we hit this OK and it says on, then yeah, we hit OK again. Bluetooth set to on. And at this point, I believe that little blue Bluetooth icon should be showing up there by the clock, but it has not. And as you can see, if we go back to our phone, it did not come up with Bluetooth or sync for this car yet. So if we go back to the menu and we go back to sync media and we go back to system settings, Bluetooth devices, add Bluetooth device, Bluetooth is off. So it never even turned it on, even though it says it did. So we could do this all day. Bluetooth on, Bluetooth set on. That should be the done deal. Then it says no active sync source, and it doesn't come up on your phone. We go back to the menu again, system settings, Bluetooth device, add Bluetooth, Bluetooth off. So Bluetooth is not enabling through that module, for a reason. So there's that. And then my brother was okay with not using the Bluetooth for a while, because he could go through and do the USB cord. So he was using the USB for a while, and then the USB quit working. The USB doesn't even work. So in here, he's got his cord hooked up to this, the little cigarette lighter thing, and I'm gonna plug my phone in, maybe. And as you can see, my phone lit up, so this cord is working. It is charging. The phone's charging, so we know the cord is good. We're gonna take this out now. Oh, maybe. There, okay. And we're gonna plug it into the USB port here. Come on, there we go. Plugged in, and my phone did not light up. So as you can see, my phone is not charging. This USB port will charge your phone also, as well as play your music from your phone or whatever you have it hooked up to. If we go to USB, it comes up as USB empty. Yeah, play menu not available. So either way, Bluetooth, no Bluetooth device. And get out of this menu here. No active sync source, USB, USB empty, no active sync source. It says it has an internal fault. Like I said, I think it's going to need an APPAREL, but we're going to try to do some of these resets anyway. Reading codes, it's still going to have that fault in there, so at least we have that to go on. I'm going to try to look up real quick. Guys, I'm sweating already. I'm going to try to look up to see if there's an exact code criteria for that somehow. I don't have access to my Ford data anymore, but maybe I could try to find something elsewhere. And then we'll do the resets. If you're watching this and you actually need help, with trying to get this system to work, sometimes these things that we're going to do to reset these, sometimes they do work. The first thing we're going to do when I come back is we're going to do an actual reset through the system. There's a thing in there to do a reset. If that doesn't work, we are going to go and disconnect the battery, this would be like the second procedure. And if that doesn't work, then that's all I've got. So then we're going to go straight to the APPAREL, and we're going to go from there and see what's going on. But I honestly think it's done for. Alright guys, so as to be expected, yeah, the internet itself is very bland on the specifics of that code. It obviously, it's such a generic code, it can actually vary from module to module, but I mean, the only thing that I really did find was pretty much the same thing that ScanTool told us. Told us the initial code itself, which the description is literally just control module, and then the sub codes after it, the ScanTool told us internal fault and it's current. So that's literally all that I found. It could be the module itself, it could be a wiring issue, but the whole generic code thing, just because of the possibilities of what it could be, who knows, we might actually get to the part where we open up this console and maybe a wire has chafed through or something. Who knows? The only thing that I do know is this isn't working. The USB is not working. The USB port itself gets power from that module. So it's not like the USB gets its battery power from something else. The module itself provides the battery voltage or whatever voltage it needs to that USB port. So if that's not working, I'm assuming the module itself is not working. So there could be a chance that maybe, you know, the actual power wire, you know, has an open in it or something. It's a very bizarre situation. So we're going to start our reset procedures now. Like I said, it's probably not going to work, but I'm going to show you guys anyway, just in case you're dealing with this. Maybe a simple reset from one of these methods will work for you in your situation. I know in the past sometimes it does work, but other than that, if it's an actual hardware issue, then we're going straight to the APPAREL itself. So first thing you want to do, 90,000 miles, by the way, almost 91,000. The first thing you want to do if you're dealing with the reset thing, the first reset is to actually go through the system itself and perform a master reset, which I believe is still in system settings. If we hit the up arrow a few times, oh, maybe not. Let's go to advanced, prompts, languages, factory defaults, master reset. So let's do this master reset. His AC just kicked on again. It's going to say resetting. His little, this is a module itself too, this FCIM I think is what it's called. It's acting weird too, but I don't think that has anything to do with our APPAREL. Alright, it says reset complete. Still says no active sync source, which is satisfying. Let's just go now to this menu and see if it'll allow us to turn Bluetooth on. Bluetooth set to on. Yeah, and Bluetooth is off, so that obviously did not work for us. If we do that thing that said factory defaults, I'm not sure how far what that actually does. I'm not sure what this does. I'm kind of afraid to do it. I don't know if it wipes everything out. We're just going to do it anyway. Defaults restored. Alright, so it probably like maybe wiped out all of his radio stations or something. I don't know. It's weird. Alright. Let's go back to this. Okay, Bluetooth set to on. That ain't gonna do us any good. Yeah, Bluetooth off. Alright. So that did not work for us. Alright, so on this particular car, I have to remove the battery bracket. It was an 8mm bolt. Boy, he had a critter living under here for a while. I think it was a raccoon, and they left a trail of destruction. Luckily, they did not actually. Ooh, ow. Luckily, they didn't actually eat anything that was of importance. So we need to slide the battery out a little bit because we need to get to our ground, our negative. I forget what size that is. I brought an 8 and a 10. That's still kind of. I might need to go get a wrench. It's a 10. All right. which is already on here. I can do two hands and pick it up. Let's see. So yeah, we're going to disconnect both sides of the battery here. That's what we're doing. Just set that somewhere where it's not going to spike anything. And then we're going to disconnect this positive side also. Man, there's crumbs everywhere. Oh man. And then what we're going to do now, and this is, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is kind of a tricky angle. Let's see. But anyway, I'm going to take both of these here and I'm going to hold them together like this. So that what this is going to help do is this is sorry, this is going to help us to drain all of the modules in the car faster, I guess. I just recently was taught this little trick, so I never knew about this. If you have a pair of vice grips and stuff, now's a good time to get them out. I should have grabbed mine downstairs, but I didn't. So you just want to hold these together for like 5 minutes or so. And then hook the battery back up. Our code's going to be gone, probably, unless, you know, it comes back right away, then, you know, but we already know what the code is. Ew. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're just going to stand here for like 5 minutes and Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes now. So let's go ahead and move these back to where they need to go. Get our positive one on there. Do our negative. Yep, there we go. I'll have to put you down again to lift the battery up. Okay. Push the battery back into its home. Red thing back over this positive terminal there. Battery bracket, I think it's upside down. So over top of the battery like that. Get this bolt in there and snug it down. That's good. She ain't going nowhere. Alright. So now we'll try this again. I'm going to start it up. Okay. And yeah, so clock reset, time reset, date reset, radio reset. So we're on AM now. Alright, so everything reset, obviously. Let's go to our media. Sync USB, initializing, USB removed. Ah, interesting. Alright, no active sync source. Ooh, alright. So let's try this. Oh, again, I didn't want that menu. Oh, why do I keep doing that? What do you want? System settings, Bluetooth devices, add Bluetooth, Bluetooth off, Bluetooth on, Bluetooth set to on. And Bluetooth still off. Just for poop and laughter, let's see if our USB will play anything. Okay, got my phone plugged in. Plugged it into the USB thing here, and we got nothing. So the USB is still not working also. So we are still at square one. So that's it. Now, like I said, in many cases, these resets will probably work for you. But in this case, we have an actual hardware issue. So I think now it's time we start tearing things apart and we get to the APPAREL and we have a look at exactly what's going on, I guess. There's really nothing else we could do at this point. So we're gonna see if we have any type of noticeable wiring issues. Like I said, I really can't get into service data, so I'm not going to have an actual test procedure to check things like continuity and stuff. I might try to see if I could try to find any kind of wiring diagram, maybe something that will... Wow, that's funny. I'm sorry, I just noticed this. So right now it is currently 12:06, and the clock is at 12:04. The clock is only 2 minutes off, didn't even have to set it. That's funny. But anyway, yeah, so I don't have any kind of wiring diagram. I'm going to see if maybe I can find some sort of thing that'll at least show us, you know, powers and grounds to make sure that we're getting power to that module. Obviously, if we are, then it's definitely the module itself. So here's where it's gonna get fun. I also just bought a brand new camera battery for this camera, guys. I don't know if I've told you that yet. This is the first time that I'm using it fully charged, and so far the battery is still at a full charge. The other one probably would have been half dead by now, so we do have a battery. Yay. Didn't realize that it was so cheap and local. So that APPAREL, if memory serves me right, she lives somewhere in here on this particular fusion. So we have to get the side cover apart. I think I have to take all of this off to get this off, if I'm not mistaken. So, like I said, I don't have the instructions anymore. So I think we have to remove some trim. I think I have to remove this piece here, this whole piece here, to get this part off. And then get this large side cover off of here. Alright, so I took this part off first. Maybe. What's it attached to? Oh, it's okay. We got it. The other one fell in there, so we can retrieve that. Now this should come off here. Yeah, that works a lot easier. There we go. Just like that. There's our one clip here. Maybe. Let's try not to. Alright. I'll get the other one. Alright, nice. So we got that. Now we need to do this part here. Come on. The older the cars get, man, the more sketchy this becomes. This is actually coming off pretty easy though, this part. Oh god, one of these days I'm gonna have a garage, guys. Whew. Switch hands. Did you go back in? Oh, I guess at that point we could just, there we go. Alright, so there's that. I might end up taking more out anyway, to be honest, just to make sure that the connectors maybe going into the back of the actual audio from that are, you know, good and stuff. So we might be doing that also. Alright, so this piece here, yeah, this is going to come off like that. Do I have to remove the entire thing? I might have to, because wow, this is a long piece. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so this guy's off. There we go. And now we should be able to actually get this side piece off here. Might have to start from the bottom. So let's get down on the ground here. Let's see, that's it. Yeah, that looks like it. Might have to just start here. Yeah. Put it out. No APPAREL? Maybe it's up here. I know it's down here somewhere. Unless it's under this tray, which could very well be a possibility. There's the airbag modules down there, see that one? Alright, so I can't move this thing out yet. I got it loose down there, this tray. I'm going straight for the face. So I got this bolt down here loose, this one down here loose. I can't get them out. Watch me lose them. But I can't get or they're loose now. I just did one here, and I just did one here. And I think that does the vents. Alright, I had to turn the air back on, guys. It's getting really hot in here. So I could see that when I move it like this, you could see that whole thing shifts from side to side. So it's got some tabs up here. That's got to be what's holding this on. Just got to be very careful on pulling it. Oh yeah, there we go. We got one now. I'm going to end up losing these screws. Let's see. So this side we're doing better on. Just got to find a way to... Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's all it is. Alright, there we go. This is going to start being an issue now because I'm enjoying the air. And now I'm going to have to probably unplug all that. I don't think that APPAREL is there. I think I'm right. I think it is down in here. I need to get that tray out somehow. I think the audio unit is behind the screen. Oh no, that's the audio unit. The CD player, the thing with the CD player is the actual audio unit. That is not the APPAREL, so that's not what we're going after. So we need, I'm pretty sure it is still down there. Pretty sure. I'm gonna leave this off anyway, just in case. We'll just kind of set it there. What does this connect to anything? I think I feel like this whole piece here has to come off in order to get this thing out. I guess I could try loosening it and seeing what happens. But I feel like I'm gonna have to remove this entire console piece here. Oh, well, that was a lot easier than I imagined. Something's holding on. There we go. Alright. The parking brake, and that's it. It's just kind of... Alright, so we'll do that. What? What? Oh no, that's not good. Oh, when? Oh no. How does that even... Oh no. Right next to the airbag module too. Maybe we will find some rodent damage. Wow. Wow. Okay, so if we take this 7 now, I think let's try this again, because it looks like it's just this piece here. I don't know what it's going to do with the shifter, but we'll find out. Wow. I'm kind of surprised to see that. Who would have thought? Wonder how long that's been there. I bought a magnetic bowl, and apparently it is not magnetic enough. Let's see, alright, so we got 2. Do this one up here. Gosh, I can't believe that. Times like this, I need to get another little impact for home. Alright, so now that moves out of the way, sort of. The shifter's in the way now, which is what I was a little afraid of. Oh, but that helps. Okay. I'm still not really seeing what I want to see. Slide this out now, over, out and over. Kind of. I'm still getting hung up on something. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Alright. So stay there. Alright, it's glove time. Look at how thin these gloves are. Jeez. Oh boy. I'm just going to carefully set it there for now. Ooh. Wow. That was a big one. Holy crap. This little guy was living large, apparently. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, I did not... Whoa, that's a big one there. Whoa, there we go. Did he go all the way into this tunnel? Oh, this guy was living the life. flashlight. Might have to get my phone and try to get it down in there maybe. Is that it? Nope, apparently not. Alright, let's see if we can use our phone to get in there. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else there. A couple of other fray pieces here and there. So he didn't get to the airbag wires apparently because we haven't had an airbag light, so that is good. That's good to know. Well, I gotta send him a picture of that. Alright, so I don't see anything down in here after removing that. I don't think it's any further up there. I'm going for the screen now, so we'll take the screen off. To get the rest of this off, there's two connectors on the bottom. Not that, this one. Nope, just as I thought. Why do I hear somebody walking around? It's Tempest. Hi, honey. Oh, hi, honey. And just as I was suspecting, there is nothing behind the audio unit. So yes, my original gut feeling was correct. It is down here somewhere on this, in this center console. Alright, cooling off a little bit. I think I found it. It is a little further up here than I thought. I think it is, it's this guy right here. Because I can see some of the thicker cables going to it, like for the USB. I think that's it. This is my module. So now, gotta figure out how to get it out of there. Oh, it's loose already. I got a bolt here, I got a bolt there. Shaky, shaky. The good news is there's only 2 bolts holding it in, and then it slides out of the bracket. There's a wiring tang there. That's literally it. That is all that is. That's connecting this thing. All right. It does say sync on it. So here's most of our connectors for the actual, system. This guy here, this is the USB cable, so we know for sure that's not working. This is for the USB, I'm pretty sure, because you can see it tunnels up this way, connects here, it's taped there, then it goes into it's right there, that thick cable there, and it goes up into the back of that. You can kind of see how it curly cues upward a little bit. You can actually disconnect the USB thing from here, apparently, if you wanted to. See? My brother just went ahead to say, if we go to the junkyard and find one, he said just get it and, just try it. He's kind of desperate for anything now because he doesn't listen to anything. He uses his headphones for what he wants to listen to. So, yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and unhook this thing. Alright, so she's out. So anyway, yeah, he said if we can find one today, let's throw it in. And I guess go from there. So, like I said, I saw on the one local junkyard's website they have one. And I guess we're gonna head out there and see if it could work for this. Oh, we haven't been to the junkyard in so long. I'm actually really excited to go out there. Hopefully we don't get caught. Like I said, I keep seeing the sky, like the clouds back there are just getting taller and taller. I am really thinking, there's gonna be a storm at some point. Hopefully it doesn't happen while we're out in the junkyard. So I don't know if I finished what I was saying, but yeah, my brother said, you know, just, you know, if we can get the module, let's just try it. I told him there's no guarantee that this module's even going to work right away. It could be a plug-and-play thing. It might need to be reprogrammed, or it could just be a crap module straight out of the car. Who knows? We don't know. That's, you know, but it's gonna, you know, at least he doesn't want to jump into getting like a $300 or $400 module new, you know. So we'll go with the route with the junkyard one first. I will be really surprised if we are able to bring it home, plug it in, and it work right away. That would be amazing. Now what I'm gonna do is when we get back and we put this one in, if we can get it, hopefully we can, but if we get it and we plug it in, I'm actually gonna unplug the battery, disconnect the battery again. That way everything's unplugged, and maybe when we hook it back up, you know, and it does whatever it does, like a system check thing, it'll realize there's an APPAREL plugged in again, and we'll see if that'll actually allow it to work. So I don't know. I told him there's a chance that it's not going to fix it. Either way, he said let's go ahead and try it. So we're gonna try it. Keep our fingers crossed that it actually works. All right, well, I don't know what happened to my short 7. So if we find this thing, will I still be able to get it out? I don't know. All right, a lot of these escapes now. Too bad it wasn't an escape. It is also yellow jacket season for sure. I already ran into one of them. Oh boy, there's only one fusion of that generation around here somewhere. What's our Land Rover over here? Here it is. All right. Really. And I'm going to tell you something, this is not going to work. That USB cable is right there. So it had the touchscreen, because the APPAREL is attached to the touchscreen on the higher up fusions. What was this? Oh, they took the back plate. Darn it. Yeah, they took the screen. But yeah, if this cord's coming up here, then that APPAREL was attached to the touchscreen, which means this wouldn't have worked anyway. Yeah, see, there's nothing down there. Darn it. Darn it. Alright, so I tried looking for wiring diagrams online on Google. Unfortunately, I really couldn't find anything. I was going to do at least a power and ground test. And then I came out here and I was kind of looking at some of the wires, you know, and then I seen that. It looks like there's a bare wire. which is very weird. These are so small. Ain't that interesting? But anyway, the thing that I found one thing that said most of the wiring diagrams for these APPARELs are pretty similar throughout the 2013 and 2016 fusions. But I don't know, I found something with a Fiesta and it said it was also compatible, so I don't know. Like I said, I unfortunately don't have access to the wiring diagrams. It said that a yellow and red wire was the battery voltage. I don't even see a yellow and red wire, which is also very strange. And blue and black is supposed to be the ground, but I don't know. I am curious about this wire that's poking out though. Like, what's that all about? So whichever wire that is, you can see it looks like it's also been taped before. Like, I'm starting to wonder if maybe somebody has been here before and this was another repair, because that wire is taped, looks like it's pretty much down to that. There's no way that came from factory like that. Alright, so you unlock the little side tabs and the entire connector will come out of the little thing. And now I can see that wire. It looks like it might still be in there, but it is definitely taped. I cut some more of the tape away, and that wire by itself is still taped. And why is that much of it sticking out? Like, I thought maybe it got pulled out of there. Maybe it did. I don't know. It looks like it might still be there. Yeah, she's still in there, because if I lightly pull on it, this thing on the end, you can kind of see it moving. So it's still in there, but that's still a very interesting thing. I think somebody may have done something at one point to repair that, maybe. But nonetheless, none of these appear to be the wiring colors that I needed for my powers and grounds. Unless these are my powers and grounds, because there's two black ones here, side by side. That could very well be a ground, some ground wires there. Because they are very identical, there's no other marking on them. I bet those are grounds. So maybe I can run across all of those to see if I have any power. Well, that's funny. I was looking at the connector here for the cigarette lighter, or the power outlet, and hey, there's my yellow and red and my blue and black, so that's the powers and the grounds. Alright, so I think I may have found my power on this connector here. So I have this ground for now probed into this the back of this power outlet one, because it's the only way I can get the fit. And the wire that I got to was this purple and I don't know, magenta. So what color? It's the one down here at the very bottom. That one right there. So whatever color that is, purple and light purple. But anyway, if we look at the meter somehow, you can't see it. It is at 13.87 volts. The car is running. So that's battery voltage there. So that wire is intact. So the APPAREL should be getting power, from my understanding. I'm assuming there's only one power and one power that would power this thing up, and it would generate everything else. So now, like I said, these two I'm wondering are the grounds, but how do I get that one out of there? Oh, it did not slide out with the other one. Alright, so I moved the one lead to the power side of the power outlet one. And yeah, so that's a ground there. And that is also ground. 13.9 volts. 13.9 volts. So it appears that the grounds are intact. It appears that the power is intact. If I hold this to that, and if I can somehow hold the other one to the other guy, there we go. Let's see. I know you guys can't see. Oh, but it's working. So I got 13.9 on the meter. Get the other ground here. Also 13.9. Alright, I think I can rule out the fact that our powers and grounds to the APPAREL are working. Assuming those are the only ones. Alright, so I want to open it up. The bolts there look like they might be a little corroded. For some reason I just want to see if we can see any maybe actual damage to this thing. This is literally it. And there appears to be no obvious damage. Alright, so I kind of figure as one last ditch effort, I plugged it back in now that it's been unplugged for a while, and I want to see if we can maybe do a master reset, but I don't think it's going to let me back into that module now. Oh, it did. Okay. So we still say the same thing. There's no sync source. I'm not going to do the whole battery thing right now. Let's just see if maybe this will do anything. Reset complete. Active sync source. Why do I do that? Yeah, set that on. Yeah, it's I think we're done with that one. Alright, so we are all back together. Everything is as it was. The same code is here with the U3000. If I try to erase it, it will it just comes right back. So yeah, we are literally back where we started from. I did call the dealership, and he's looking at around $400 for a new APPAREL, and before we go that route, he wanted me to try to find another, used module with, again, the same expectations that I said before. It may work out, it may not work out. So tomorrow morning, I am going to go to the junkyard that is a little over an hour away in the morning to try to hunt down another module. I think they have 2 or 3 of these fusions, so we're bound to find one. I'm really hoping, at least, and then we can at least try that. And if that doesn't seem to work, then we're probably going to go the route of getting another one, a brand new one. In the meantime, radio still works. Everything is literally back to normal. The next vlog may be a continuance, so stay tuned. In the meantime, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. If you did follow maybe the earlier, procedures in this, hopefully it worked out for you. In this case, we did the APPAREL, so that's what we're going with. I will see you guys next time. In the meantime, take care.